What's going on, guys? Today I'm gonna show you how to make an easy, no-bake monster protein cookie bar recipe featuring my favorite Ryse protein right now, the cinnamon toast. Let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start by making the base. You're gonna take your chocolate chips and cover the base of the pan just until you get full coverage. That's gonna be about 1/2 to 3/4 of the bag. Even them out, we're gonna melt them in the microwave. Now that you've got it all spread out on the bottom of your pan, you can see I've already added a little bit in there, just a couple more chocolate chips. Now that you got this melted and spread out, take this, put it in the freezer so it hardens up for a good base while you start your next step, which is taking a bowl and filling it with all the ingredients I'm about to show you for the actual bars themselves. All right, let's get started. Get yourself a new bowl and get your other ingredients. You're gonna need 2 different kinds of oats. You have old-fashioned oats, and you have oat flour. If you don't have oat flour on hand, you can take some of these and blend them up, substitute it. Oat flour, 1/2 cup, oatmeal, another 1/2 cup. So we got 2 different kinds of butters. We have peanut butter, which is the elixir of the gods. This is the no sugar added version to help keep those calories a little bit lower. And we have I can't believe it's not butter, which is not butter, but you get it. 1/3 cup of each. About like that. In the bowl. So I notice I haven't been exactly precise with my measurements here. As you can see, there's a little bit more peanut butter than actual I can't believe it's not butter, but it's kind of like life, you just roll with the punches. And 1 scoop of the Ryse cinnamon toast protein. This is really what's gonna start tying it all together and adding that good savory sweetness flavor to the dish. Now, brown sugar. You're gonna need 1/4 cup of this, and this is gonna give it a little bit of that syrupy sweetness to help tie everything together. And now 1 pinch of salt, exactly. And you know what, I'm gonna go with 2 pinches, maybe just 3 small pinches, because you gotta make sure that you have enough saltiness and things like this. Is something that people mess up on, and it's just not as good. So don't be shy with the salt. Mini M&Ms, about 1 ounce. Finally, a little bit of milk. It can be non-dairy milk or dairy milk like this. Just add 1 tablespoon to help mix everything together. And you can sort of eyeball this, but everybody knows what 1 tablespoon looks like. That's good. Now mix until everything is thoroughly combined. So here, once you can form it up into a ball and it holds its shape like that and everything looks all mixed together thoroughly, you're good to go to the next step. All right, base is done. Take the dough, put it on the top. Now carefully spread it out evenly over the whole thing. Okay, this is optional. If you want a nice smooth top, you can take your hands, you can sort of pat it down to give it that just smooth texture, nice smooth surface. And if you wanted to spread it out like this from the start and not bother using a spoon the whole time, you can do that too. All right, now, final step. Some more of these bad boys. Sprinkle them on to your heart's delight. Take those and lightly press those down into the top. 20 to 30 minutes in the freezer so everything solidifies. All right, final product. Let's dig in and see how it is. Got yourself a knife here. I always like corner pieces. Let's see how it is. Oh my gosh. Dude, that is so good. That's incredible. Yep, I'm gonna go 9.6 out of 10. Definitely worth a try. All right, guys, that's it. I would rate this a solid 9.6 out of 10. Definitely worth a try. Again, you might want to use a little bit of that parchment paper to keep it from sticking, but other than that, absolutely phenomenal. Comment down below what you would like to see next time. Until then, catch you later.